Basic Math, Chapter 12, Section 6. Problem solving using proportions. Proportions can be used to solve word problems. You can use ratios or rates to compare amounts. For example, Josh can mow 4 lawns in 3 hours. How long will it take for him to mow 12 lawns? Step 1. Make sure you read the whole word problem. What do you need to find out? Well, we need to find out how long it will take Josh to mow 12 lawns. Now make a plan for step 2. What is it that we need to do? Well, we need to set up a proportion and solve it. We can have the 4 lawns in 3 hours, and then we want to see how long it'll take him to do 12 lawns. We don't know how many hours. Step 3, all right, let's do it. Solve the proportion. So we can't do 4 times blank because we don't know what this number is, but we can get our cross product of 3 and 12. We have those two numbers. 3 and 12 is 36 for our cross product. So now we can divide the cross product of 36 by the 4 that we are given, that is across from the unknown amount. So the 36 divided by 4 is 9. Now, step 4 is check, does the answer make sense? Do the ratios form a proportion? Check the cross products. Well, it doesn't make sense. So what are we trying to figure out? What we're trying to figure out from the beginning is how many hours it would take Josh to mow 12 lawns. Does 9 hours make sense? Well, 9 is more than 3, and 12 is more than 4. So it should take more hours. It shouldn't be less hours because he's doing more. So the 9 at least makes sense because it's more, not less than 3. 4 lawns is 3 to 12 lawns is 3 times as much. So is 9 3 times as much as 3? It is. So that makes sense. So it looks like it generally makes sense. And if we actually do the math of cross multiplying to get our cross products, we will see that 4 times 9 is 36 and 3 times 12 is 36. So then they match. It's correct. It'll take Josh 9 hours to mow 12 lawns. So we can make sure to read the problem, answer the questions under plan, and do the plan to solve the problem. So for number 1, Ollie can deliver 12 pizzas in 30 minutes. How many pizzas can she deliver in 45 minutes? So we know how many pizzas in 30 minutes. So we've got a ratio we can plot in. So 12 pizzas in 30 minutes. Now, do we have the other side? We are given 45 minutes. So what is the proportion we should write? It would look like, we don't know how many pizzas, but we know how many minutes. So now we've set it up. Now the next step on the plan is to do it. So how can we figure out how many pizzas Allie can deliver in 45 minutes? We can find the cross product of 45 times 12. And we're going to get 540 as the cross product. And now 30 times something will give us the cross product of 540. So if we do the opposite of multiplication, we would divide the 540 by 30 to see what the missing amount is. So we can fit 130 into 54, and that's going to give us, why did I do that? Thinking and writing. All right, so 4, so 24, bring down the 0, and then we're going to get 30 into 240, or just look at the, there's a little trick since they both have zeros, just look at the numbers in front of the zeros. How many 3's to get to 24? Oh, it'd be 8. So 8 times 30, 8 times 0 is 0, 8 times 3 is 24. So even though the numbers looked bigger, sometimes there's a trick. Subtract. And now we have our amount of 18. So 18 pizzas in 45 minutes. So if every 15 minutes she delivers 6 pizzas, 6, so we get 12, another 15 minutes, another 6 pizzas, 18. Now if we cross multiply to check, we could do 30 times 18. Where do I have space to do that? $540 matches 540 equals. So we've got our way to read a word problem, create the ratios, find what's missing in the proportion, find your cross multiplication to get the cross product, then do the division to finally figure out what that missing amount is. And then the last step is you can check. So you could try these other two that are on this page, or go to your workbook for Chapter 12, Section 6 for some more practice. And of course, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.